I will not be going out there and protesting. I will not be putting my body on the line. I will be doing what I can in other ways, but as a Black woman, after those election results and also after a lot of the racism I've experienced from the community that is currently being targeted, I am not going to go outside and put my body and my safety on the line. That being said, I'm not saying people should not go out and protest. If it's in your spirit to go out there and help in that way, definitely do that. But I am not going to do that for someone who would not piss on me if I was on fire, if the roles were reversed. Because, like, let's be serious. We all.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel Iano Show KE. I just want to appreciate you, my new subscribers and people who are watching me from wherever country you are. So today I have an interesting story about why did black people not interesting or participating in protest that is going on in Los Angeles. So these are what people have saying. They're saying that the racists that is in in the USA that is hindering them from protesting, or they are saying that this is not their part. Let the white people participate in their own part. So guys, don't go anywhere. Let us react. Let us see. Let us listen to what the black people said on not participating on a protest that is going on in Los Angeles.
I will not be going out there and protesting. I will not be putting my body on the line. I will be doing what I can in other ways, but as a Black woman, after those election results and also after a lot of the racism I've experienced from the community that is currently being targeted, I am not going to go outside and put my body and my safety on the line. That being said, I'm not saying people should not go out and protest. If it's in your spirit to go out there and help in that way, definitely do that. But I am not going to do that for someone who would not piss on me if I was on fire, if the roles were reversed. Because, like, let's be serious. We all saw the results. I mean, I know my husband's going to go out there. He's white, so he's gonna go out there and do what he can do. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I don't think anyone should feel pressure to do it. It's really messed up, and I'm hoping that there are other ways that I can help. But like, this is not it. This is not my call to action.
Hello, black people. I hope you're staying home. Don't be out there protesting in Los Angeles. That's what they want. They want to gun us down. Stay home. Hello, black people. I hope you're staying home. Don't be out there protesting in Los Angeles. That's what they want. They want to gun us down. Stay home. Hello, black people. I hope you're...
We're not talking about black people. This isn't a fight. We gotta sit this one out regarding ICE and the protests in LA. First off, I'm Haitian American at that. This administration just spent half of their campaign accusing us of eating pets in Ohio and then doubled down on the lie when they got caught. And as of today, they just threw Haiti on a no-fly zone. So like, to act like this ain't our business, like we not in their rearview mirror, it's a little crazy. But second, at some point, the trickle down is gonna trickle down onto us if it hasn't already. You think ICE is just gonna stop with Hispanic immigrants? Brother, like, anyone that falls under a certain shade on a spreadsheet, we're cooked. Citizen or not, they're already showing that they don't care about protocol and legal procedure regarding illegal immigration. Anyone that fits the bill is getting caught up. Now, I get sitting out of the protests from a safety standpoint because things could get really bad really fast, especially with automatic deportation slowly becoming a reality for those who participate. But the framework like it's not our business when it's slowly becoming everybody's business, I don't know if I agree with that sentiment.
Black people in LA, mind your business. Black people in LA, mind your business. This don't got nothing to do with us. ICE and the National Guard being in LA has nothing to do with us. I don't understand rallying behind a whole bunch of people that hard ER you. They don't even like you for real. Everybody want to make their problems our problems. It's tired. It's tired. This don't got nothing to do with us. Sit there, watch, look. Don't go out there. Go home. Go watch the NBA finals. Go do something that's black related. Go have a cookout. Go do something black. Like, this don't got nothing to do with us.
My thing is, why everybody want black people to step in like we the only people of color now? Everybody was just minorities and people of color yesterday. Why y'all just want us to help? And I'm not even saying that we won't or we shouldn't, but Is every other person of color being held to this same standard? Just wondering.
The majority of protesters in Los Angeles, from what I can see, are non-black. So shouts out to everybody who's non-black, stepping up and taking it, to the police and the military in Los Angeles right now. But one thing I noticed, these protests being non-majority black, you notice they're not calling them animals, thugs. And there is, a couple Tesla cars got blown up or something like that, set on fire. A couple damage was done. But the majority of people are not calling them thugs or criminals or monkeys or looters or whatever they want to call them. Even though 97% of protests are peaceful when they are majority black. Notice that narrative isn't spun with these protests. Something to point.
No, one thing y'all will not do is blame the 92. Last time I checked, they voted for harm reduction. Last time I checked, they voted higher than any other marginalized community, any goddamn community, period, during this election for Kamala Harris. But y'all gaslit them. Y'all harassed them and said, oh, you're voting for Killer Kamala. You're voting for genocide. Oh, how dare you vote for her? Y'all tried to make them believe that what they were hearing and what they were motherfucking seeing was goddamn propaganda. They warned you about Project 2025, and all y'all did was motherfucking lie. Now y'all want to sit here and harass them again when they tried to stop this to begin with, but y'all want to sit here and say, you want black women at the front of the motherfucking line. Well, they were in the fucking front of the lines, at the fucking voting line where it motherfucking counted, where it motherfucking mattered, bitch. But that shit didn't matter to you because you didn't think it motherfucking affected you. You voted out of motherfucking hate, thinking that you were gonna hurt other marginalized motherfucking communities, but you only hurt your motherfucking self. Black women don't owe you shit. You can suck they motherfucking clip from the back, bitch. They don't owe you a motherfucking thing. All they've done all their motherfucking life is put other marginalized communities first, put themselves in motherfucking harm's way just for that shit to never be motherfucking returned in the goddamn process. Remember during the motherfucking election when black women came to you and pleaded on their motherfucking knees for you to do the motherfucking bare minimum, you told they asses no. The same motherfucking no you told them, they can tell your asses motherfucking back. It's called reciprocation, bitch. You get what the fuck you give out. And for those who decide to go on protest, I'm so proud of you. Do your goddamn thing, boo, but don't sit here and try to harass or bully other black people who actually showed up to the motherfucking polls and voted against this shit to go out and do some shit. And just because you don't see their advocacy doesn't mean it's not motherfucking happening. What I'm seeing is black people still organizing behind the motherfucking scenes, still fundraising behind the motherfucking scenes, still educating behind the motherfucking scenes. You're just not gonna see them put their lives in motherfucking jeopardy. And they have every motherfucking right to do so because we only got one motherfucking life to live. Because when we're dead, we're motherfucking done, honey. None of our asses will be a motherfucking martyr in any of these motherfucking movements. We will be forgotten like so many before us. But don't sit here and gaslight or blame black women for choosing not to put themselves in harm's way for others who would not do the bare minimum, which was vote. And I'm gonna tell you this, I won't be out there either, bitch. I am not motherfucking dying for no motherfucking body. I've still been out here doing the motherfucking work, grazing and fundraising motherfucking money for nonprofits who've been suing the motherfucking administration, holding their asses accountable. Just because we ain't on the motherfucking ground don't mean our asses ain't getting mother.
Can we talk? So anybody on this app that is insinuating that somehow black Americans or descendants of the enslaved that have gotten on this app, like myself, that has said black Americans stay at home, this is not our fight, we don't need to be there. Anybody that is telling us somehow that we are in the wrong for that, like, you have not been paying attention, and you, my friend, are part of the problem. See, black Americans, the descendants of the enslaved, because we're gonna have to start separating the two, because there are the descendants of the enslaved black people, and then there's everybody else. Africans that come over here, Caribbeans that come over here, y'all think y'all a certain level of privilege because you don't have the bondage of being a descendant of the enslaved. So you come over here with your nose a little high, and somehow you think you're better than us. But that's a conversation for another day. I'm talking specifically about people that's coming on this app telling other black Americans to step aside, stay at home, use your phone, Zoom links, mobile phone banks, whatever, to mobilize differently, because we are no longer somebody's human body bags, nobody's, lifeguard jacket, what we are no longer doing that. We're not doing that. I'm a member of so many organizations, and I remember when it was decided that Madam VP Harris was going to be at the forefront of the presidential ticket, we all got on the phone call and started raising money immediately because we knew the fight. A lot of us were on mobile phone banks. A lot of us were canvassing areas. A lot of us were putting together coalitions in our respective districts to make sure that people knew that there was a policy, what was at stake, why it mattered, why it affects you, what the other option could mean for society as we know it. And we were basically told, oh, yeah, we hear you, but not her. So now you want us to go outside and defend the very, very people that voted in record numbers for the current entity that occupies the White House right now. Okay, make it make sense, because we are tired. Matter of fact, I'm tired. I am tired of having the same conversation over and over and over and over and over again. Where black people at? We are minding the business that pays us. We know how bad it could get. We knew how bad it could get, and we are barely scratching the surface. This is the tip of the iceberg. Madam VP Harris told us what he would do, how he would utilize the military, what the enemy from within meant. And because y'all didn't like the messenger, because a lot of y'all don't like people that look like me, y'all mad because we sitting in a house, make that make sense. So immigrants, at the end of the day, unless you are native, you are an immigrant, because America, as I've said so many times, is a stolen land built by stolen people. There was a young lady years ago. You better be glad black Americans and the descendants of the enslaved only want equity and not revenge. That's all we want is equity. And y'all voted for somebody that didn't want equity for nobody, but somehow you thought your proximity to whiteness was going to save you, and you're figuring out it's not. So when you ask where black people are, we are still at the house. Our fight never stopped. It just looks differently, and that's why y'all mad. That's why you're mad. Because we are no longer in the streets. We are on the phones. We are writing letters. We are on Zoom calls. We are building coalitions together, finding your people and building accordingly. We are building communities with each other. We are planting community gardens. We are making sure that the Head Start and Big Mom and them daycare stay afloat. So just in case Head Start ain't in this area, that area, we can still function as a society. Like, it's the absolute gall for me. Like the narratives, as somebody that is a former journalist, watching the narrative that the media has constantly tried to portray about what this weekend was or was not. At the end of the day, black Americans, the descendants of the enslaved, we are tired. We are tired. We are educating ourselves. We are resting up because we know this is just the tip of the iceberg and it's only going to get worse. So do with that information what you may. And, y'all be safe out here. Okay, bye.
Now they're saying that the protests aren't peaceful because they're planting people at the protest to instigate the situation. This man was on here earlier and he said that they were throwing cinder blocks through cars and they were vandalizing things. Isn't this the same thing that happened during BLM back in 2020? Y'all remember who the president was during that time, right? This is what they do. This is in their playbook. They instigate a situation. Then when people try to have peaceful protest, they deem them violent because they strategically plant individuals with masks on to make these protests violent. And they did the same thing during the BLM. And during that time, people were saying that we were violent. They said we weren't peaceful protesting when we were. But there were individuals there who were setting fires. There were individuals there who were throwing bottles of, I believe, like Mai Tais or whatever, through windows of stores and whatnot. It's the same thing. They do this. This is in their playbook. They're using these individuals as an example for something that they're going to focus on later. They're just trying to see how far they can get in this.
All right, I'm seeing a couple of black people online with this whole ICE thing saying things like, oh, this is not our fight. We shouldn't get involved. This has nothing to do with us. Really? Listen, I'm going to tell you something that my grandfather told me a long time ago. In the 1960s, when black people were looking for civil rights, it really wasn't about race, right? Even today, when you have people that are gay that's looking for equal rights, it's not really about that either. And now with ICE, rounding people up like they're cattle and shipping them off to random countries, sometimes countries they're not even from. It's not about being brown or Latin. It's really about what's right and what's wrong. There's certain things that are right and there's certain things that are wrong. And we all know what they're doing to people is wrong. And that shouldn't have anything to do with race. And for a black person to get on this app and say things like, oh, this is not our fight, you're just not a good human being. Point blank, period. And all races have people that are not good human beings. And you're one of them. You're one of them. So at the end of the day, stop looking at it like, oh, just because somebody's not the same skin color as you, I shouldn't be concerned. with their troubles or their plight or the things that they're going through. No. You just need to start looking at it like what's right and what's wrong. And I'm always going to stand, me personally as a human being, I'm always going to stand on what's right. Point blank, period. And that has nothing to do with what somebody looks like or anything like that. I'm always going to stand on what's right.
Donald Trump said, hey, Governor Newsom, since you can't keep your citizens safe during these damn ICE riots, I'ma send 2,000 National Guard members to come get on that ass. Hopefully you'll be old scum afterwards. Why are y'all acting like ICE just up and decided to deport people? Donald Trump won the presidency, and not only that, he told y'all what he was gonna do. He even gave illegals the option to self-deport and get a check if you didn't do that shit. Shame on you. I'm genuinely trying to think of the thought process here. Do you think causing chaos, committing more crimes is gonna keep you in the country? Did y'all see that one dude circling around that burning car on the motorcycle waving the Mexican flag? Nigga, what does that do for your case? Send him right now. Like, how does that fucking help you? You're a fucking arsonist. Also, ICE isn't deporting U.S. citizens. ICE is deporting illegals. Why are we acting like ICE is the problem here and not the people who, I don't know, didn't get their citizenship? Didn't get a visa to pull up? They just crawled through the desert or snuck through like a goddamn criminal. ICE is simply a form of accountability for every illegal that decided to come into America illegally. Keep it up, Donald Trump! Oh, that was a good one.
Now, I ain't never been on my kid on no bus, and y'all know that. I'm from LA through and motherfucking Cali until I motherfucking die, period. Some of y'all black bitches is irking the fuck out of me, itching the top of my fucking ass. We seen a lot of black people talk about how this is not our fight. We're not supposed to be out there. They didn't support us when we needed them, so why the fuck should we? Bitch, are you cool? Y'all are very fucking ignorant in the show. Especially the blacks for Trumps and the Hispanics for Trumps too. Both them bitches are ignorant as Anyway, that's not the point of the motherfucking video. I keep saying that this is not your fight, but it really is. At the end of the day, it is. And I'm gonna say the black people from California, majority of them right now, it's for everybody. Majority of the time, when we had all the motherfucking riots in LA, like I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, my bad. When we had all the motherfucking riots in LA, majority of the people that was out there was motherfucking Hispanics. Are y'all fucking serious? Even if they didn't or not, if they did support us or not, the whole thing about it is, we all have a fucking similar issue. It's the fucking government. It's the government. Regardless of who's fighting for who, we have to unite. Because the thing about it is, once they break up these motherfucking numbers and they send most of the migrants, it's not even only Hispanic people that's being fucking sent. First of all, let's get into that. It's not even a whole bunch of motherfucking, it's not even only Hispanics. It's a lot of other races that's being fucking ripped apart from the fucking homes. So it's a bigger issue than it just being, oh, it's Hispanic community and da-da-da-da. You bitches are stupid. The thing about it is, I support the whole motherfucking thing. I support the whole motherfucking movement. Regardless if it's black people supporting them or not, or whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna use my account to speak about it because at the end of the day, I grew up around the Mexican community. At the end of the day, like, they're a part of me at the end of the day. I'm from fucking California. The black and Hispanic community, we do have a love-hate relationship, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna be like this in my motherfucking book. There's power in motherfucking numbers, and us being divided in a moment that a community needs us that's the part that I'm really not fucking with. I'm not fucking with that at all. Y'all been doing this stupid ass tit for tat shit for too motherfucking long. It's trying to cut that shit out and help your motherfucking neighbor, like Jesus said. Because once they get rid of a problem for them, we're gonna be the next motherfuckers in line. And guess who's gonna motherfucking defend us? Because it's not our own motherfucking community. Black people don't even support black people like that. Let's talk about the shit for real. Anyway, let me know how the fuck y'all feel about everything that's going on right now. My prayers are going out to everybody who is out there right now, because currently I'm not in California right now, but I will be back motherfucking soon to show my motherfucking face and support my other motherfucking community. And that's period, point blank.
Living out here in LA, I can only say that my Mexican brothers and sisters out here work so hard and they keep this city running, and it pains me to see what they are going through on this soil. Now, I know a lot of people of my color understand what it feels like to be discriminated against, to be spit on, to be seen as less than. And I can tell you right now, with the move that Trump has made, that's exactly what these people feel like. Set aside the fact that you have a Democrat and Republican debate. Listen, I feel like in life we're always going to have disagreements. I think that's part of life. Even if you look back in biblical times, there was people who disagreed with each other, but they handled it civilly. Part of being human is you feel emotion, you feel empathy, you understand the fellow man, you understand the biblical principles of love thy neighbor. You understand what it feels like to be discriminated against. You can put yourself in other people's shoes, but when you do not have those feelings, you have to question whether or not your soul is human anymore, whether or not you have any spiritual emphasis on the decisions that you make, because I cannot fathom what it feels like right now to families out here having their loved ones stripped from them for no apparent reason. I'm talking about legal fucking citizens. And then to deploy troops against us as if we are terrorists out here. Black people, you know how this feels to be militarized against. There is everything in not only myself, but my people holding us back to not stand with this community. It pains us to see this shit. Even though we understand that you feel as though your proximity to whiteness is closer, we understand the pain that you're going through. And I think that that bothers us more than anything. We stand with you. Although we're silent and we're not showing our bodies physically out there and we're being more of a mouthpiece here, we're trying to encourage those around the world who are going through this or may face this threat in the future. This man is tyrannical, okay? There's nothing holding him back. There's no justice for the people anymore. Joe Biden tried to secure that, but the Supreme Court backed him, firing those same boards that he set up to control this type of behavior. We are looking at a dictatorship. We're seeing it played out. This is an authoritarian regime. This is a test run, what he's doing out here in California. And I stand with you, Governor Newsom. I stand with you, Mayor Bass. I understand the load that you guys have and the hands that are tied around you. I understand the corporate people who have bent to this man's will. Listen, people, if we want our rights ever respected as a nation anymore, if we want to make sure that the government never overreaches in our life and takes advantage of us, the next thing that they're going to do is disarm us. They're going to take the guns, y'all. The protection, the resistance that this man anticipates because of the fear that he has with his reputation and the way that his emperor is fucking crumbling right now beneath him. He's scared. The retaliation is real. This man knows that he has overstepped his immunity. This man knows that this thing that he's done right here is going to haunt him his entire presidency if he even finishes a year. It's getting that bad to where the Supreme Court and people are starting to rethink how they're going to deal with Trump. Even the GOP is starting to position themselves further and further away. And make no mistake, Elon Musk is only coming back because he needs something. He needs the help from him. He needs to cower back because he has to figure it out. He's lost everything and is losing everything. So those shareholders are talking in his ear too. Like, listen, you owe us money, brother. You need to figure it out. We don't give a fuck what you have to do. He has no choice. This publicity stunt is blowing up in Trump's face. He's giving Gavin Newsom the platform that we needed Democrats to have all along, because right now he can tell the truth. He can expose Trump for what he is, and there's no better person who can talk it out than our Governor Gavin Newsom. You best believe things are about to get real. Trump is about to be exposed, and a change is coming to America. A revolution is definitely going to happen. This right here can never happen in another city ever again. It has to stop here. That's all I got to say. Stay tuned. If some shit pop up, you know your boy's going to be here reporting on it. Right now, I am safe. The people that I'm around working with is safe. Y'all pray for us out here in Los Angeles. We are fighting the best way that we can. We are standing together as LA. We're standing with the Mexican brothers and sisters as well. And we're praying for your families, and we're praying that y'all are well and safe. And best believe, record everything, y'all. Record everything, because they're going to try to twist this narrative in Trump's favor to try to push this big, beautiful, bullshit-ass fucking bill that this man is trying to steal from the poor and enrich the people. Listen, that's what it's all about. Create chaos. Go into blue states, create chaos, make us out to be the enemies when all we're trying to do is just defend people's rights, speak up for the people so that we don't get them stripped away, which is what he's doing. We got to come together, y'all, as Americans. Fuck red and blue at this point. We got to come together. We have a fucking terrorist in the office at this point. Think it over. Either your generation matters or it doesn't. Either your people matter or they don't. Listen, the more melanin you have, the closer you're going to have to listen to this message. It's getting there. Trust me. You're being used. You're being used. Whether you agree with some of the things or not, we can understand that. We can have disagreements. We can talk those things out. We can find a happy medium, as America always has been able to figure it out and find a happy medium. No shit ain't perfect here. Just like in any other fucking country, shit's not perfect. But that does not mean that we go to these lengths to try to get our voices heard or make our fucking dreams come true. Not at the expense of my American brothers and sisters. I won't have it. And I will keep speaking out, and I will keep encouraging my people, my black people, and I will continue to be the mouthpiece that everybody else is scared to be. I love y'all, and stay blessed.
This is a message for the black community and those who support it. We are still resting, but there is a tide shift. For one, 47 is very confused as to why we are not taking to the streets. He doesn't understand it. He just knew that using tax dollars to tear up the Black Lives Matter street, that was going to do it. Tearing down the buildings with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, he was sure that floating the rumor of pardoning Derek Chauvin would do it. His executive order to bring back segregation, all of his attacks on DEI, even though black people benefit the least from DEI, he was sure that would do it. It hasn't. And one thing that they didn't plan on at the end of the election, something that happened on November 5th, 2024, is when we all went into the voting booth and voted, and we were the only demographic that was united and held strong for democracy in this country. The 92% of black women who knew the assignment and knew what the stakes were, because we always do. The 78% of black men who held it down because they knew what would happen if they didn't. The black community knew the assignment. We became on the same wavelength. When Target did their thing, we collectively made them an example. Walmart, also losing money. Amazon, also losing money. Now, granted, allies that support the black community, the LGBT community, women, they've all been a part of that too. But black people have collectively been on the same wavelength. But in Trump's desperation to get us out into the streets, he is becoming more and more dangerous with his executive orders. On April 28th of this year, he signed an executive order. The executive order is titled Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement to Pursue Criminals and Protect Innocent Citizens. Now, we all know that Trump don't give a crap about innocent citizens, because if he did, he would care about due process, and he wouldn't try to get rid of habeas corpus, because that is how you know that a citizen is innocent or not. So what they want to do in this executive order is give cops more power and permission to profile, to brutalize people that they just think are guilty. That means us. He is trying to create another George Floyd, another situation that will get us into the streets. I say this so that we all can be cautious and we can all see and know what he is trying to do. This executive order further militarizes the police that were already militarized with tanks and riot gear, that apparently they do not need when people are protesting that are of a lighter shade, but they need it for us. This also further protects law enforcement officers who are accused of misconduct or police brutality. Protects them because we know that they need to make it home to their families, but you don't need to make it home to yours. They fear for their life, even though they're the ones holding the weapon and pointing it at your back. This executive order also does something that we have already seen. This executive order threatens state and local officials who discriminate by enacting diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. If state and local officials are being inclusive, advocating for diversity and equity, they can be charged with discrimination charges. Now, Trump's DOJ's Civil Rights Department, who have defended the civil rights of people for 70 years now, they are no longer defending the rights of black and brown people, LGBT people, women, all of those people who are usually discriminated against. They are no longer going to be representing them. So if you have an issue of discrimination, the DOJ will no longer represent you because of discrimination. Make it make sense. They will now be focusing their attention on discrimination against white Christian people. because they are the most discriminated group by far. Yeah. Now, I say all this to say there is a tide shifting. Even though Black people are resting, we are focusing in on our communities, our Black-owned businesses, our children, our education, all of that. Yes, we need to continue doing all of that. I have seen a shift in the boldness of these racist people. Neo-Yahtzee rallies and marches up there in Kansas City. YT women calling little autistic Black children the N-word, getting $750,000 for that. But then there have been videos of Black people letting those racist people know who think we are going back to the 1930s during the times that we were hanging in trees, that they were having picnics with us as the main course. Times where they could tell us which swimming pools to swim at, which water fountains to go to, where to sit on the bus. Alabama today is trying to resegregate its schools. Problem is, Black people like me were born into freedom. It's going to be real hard to put that genie back in the box. So even though Black people are resting, we're not going back to 1930. We are a different breed. But I say, be cautious, because 47 has already started putting things in place, specifically for us, because he wants us to protest. And when we protest, he will enact martial law. And he already has the orders in place to do that. We need to know the enemy that we are fighting. So what do? Stay out of the street. Do not protest, no matter what happens. What we will do is we will continue to organize and protest with our wallets, cheer on our allies who are out in the street, strengthen the Black community, and to be there for each other. We will continue to support Black-owned business with our wallets and our presence. We will continue to be united as we were on the 5th of November 2024 when we tried to save this country. We will continue to do what we do best, thrive in our excellence, even during the hardest times. Love y'all. I don't usually say this, but share this video to somebody that you think needs to hear it.